So, hello everyone. At this class, I'm going to discuss one of the application part of derivatives, that is increasing and decreasing functions. Increasing and decreasing function is a part of, that is application of derivative, right? So इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन क्या है, इसका ग्राफ कैसा होता है, डिक्रीजिंग फंक्शन क्या है, उसका भी ग्राफ कैसा होता है, और एक जब फंक्शन दिया रहता है वो फंक्शन को कैसे चेक करना है, वेदर द फंक्शन इज इंक्रीजिंग और द फंक्शन इज डिक्रीजिंग. सो ऑल दीज थिंग्स आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस टुडे. ओके, सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ द डायग्राम. मतलब ग्राफ कैसा होता है इंक्रीजिंग का, इवन strictly increasing का भी, similarly decreasing function as well as strictly decreasing function. Because if you know the meaning of these symbol, this is called strictly greater than sign, this one is greater than or equal to sign, it means it is increasing. strictly, this is strictly increasing, strict sign है, इसमें greater than equal sign है. ठीक है, तो ऐसा inequality sign का meaning अगर पता है तो so you can easily understand increasing function, strictly increasing function, decreasing function as well as strictly decreasing function. Okay, let's start with increasing function. Let capital letter I, let I be an open interval. I be an open interval. Open interval, of course all of you know, this is open bracket, or you can write this one also, this is also open bracket. Yes, let I be an open interval contained in the domain of a real function f. Okay, capital letter I be an open interval. एक open interval दिया गया है, वो open interval को I से डिनोट किया गया है. Okay, वो open interval को I से डिनोट किया गया है. इसका मतलब है say I belongs to this open interval or I belongs to this open interval. Okay, in the domain of a real function f. Then the definition of increasing function and the graph now I am going to explain. Increasing function, a function f is called an increasing function. A function f is called an increasing function in I. In I means what is this I? Starting में इसीलिए मैं पहले लिख दिया था, I represent open interval. That means I belongs to open interval, कुछ values दिया रहेगा. Okay, if a function f is called an increasing function in I if x1 is less than x2. This is the working rule to prove that a function is increasing. Okay, I will give an example also. If x1 is less than x2, which implies f of x1 is less than or equal to f of x2 for all x1 and x2 belongs to I. मतलब ये जो I belongs to open interval दिया गया है, ये open interval के अंदर ही ये x1 और x2 होना चाहिए. Okay, a function f is called an increasing function in I if x1 is less than x2. You have to remember this condition. This condition you have to use to check whether the function is increasing or decreasing. Okay, if x1 is less than x2, which implies f of x1 is less than or equal to f of x2. अगर satisfy किया तो f of x1 less than equal to f of x2 अगर satisfy किया तो then we can say that the function is increasing. Okay, ये x1 x2 क्या है? These are the values which is belongs to capital letter I. Now what is I? I be an open interval. Okay, so this is the graph of an increasing function. Increasing function में हमेशा less than के साथ equal sign भी होगा. Okay, इसीलिए increasing के बाद मैं strictly increasing function भी definition explain करूंगा. Okay, increasing में क्या होगा? Including equal sign. You can see here f of x1 less than or equal to f of x2. less than or equal sign है मतलब this is increasing and this is the graph. increase हो रहा है, कैसे increase हो रहा है? from origin to this direction ये increase हो रहा है, बीच में फिर equal हो गया. equal मतलब x axis के साथ equal हो गया, फिर ऐसा इंक्रीज हो रहा है, ठीक है। ऐसा भी हो सकता है, नहीं तो स्ट्रेट ऐसा भी जा सकता है, ऐसा कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, ठीक है। लेकिन यहाँ पे जो बीच में ब्रेक डाउन हो गया, दिस इज नॉट ब्रेक डाउन एक्चुअली, इक्वल हो गया, दैट मीन्स इट इज इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन, नॉट स्ट्रिक्टली इंक्रीजिंग। स्ट्रिक्टली इंक्रीजिंग में बीच में कोई ब्रेकडाउन नहीं होगा, डायरेक्ट इंक्रीज हो जाएगा। लेकिन इंक्रीजिंग में बीच में ब्रेकडाउन होगा, मतलब ब्रेकडाउन मीन्स कंप्लीटली ब्रेक नहीं होगा, ऐसा इंक्रीज होते होते बीच में इक्वल होगा, फिर ऐसा इंक्रीज होगा। लेकिन स्ट्रिक्टली इंक्रीजिंग में ऐसा इक्वल कभी भी नहीं होगा, डायरेक्ट ऐसा इंक्रीज होता जाएगा, ठीक है। इसीलिए तो इंक्रीजिंग में ये इनइक्वालिटी साइन यूज किया गया है, लेस देन और इक्वल, ओके। दिस इज इंक्रीजिंग, इक्वल हुआ एक्स एक्सिस के साथ, इसीलिए तो इक्वल साइन दिया गया है, ठीक है। यू हैव टू रिमेंबर दिस कंडीशन। If x1 is less than x2, which implies f of x1 must be less than or equal to f of x2, then only we can say that the function is increasing, where x1 and x2 belongs to I. What is this I? I be an open interval, which will be given in the question, okay. Now let us discuss strictly increasing function. अब ये definition बताने से you can check the difference between strictly increasing and increasing function. So, what is strictly increasing function? A function f is called strictly increasing function in I if x1 is less than x2. हमेशा ये कंडीशन से ही शुरू करना है, x1 is less than x2, x1 is less than x2, which implies f of x1 is strictly less than f of x2. Here I have used this inequality sign, but in this case I have used less than or equal sign. Less than or equal का मतलब होगा बीच में थोड़ा सा equal होके फिर increase होगा, ठीक है। और strictly less than का मतलब है there will be no breakdown, direct increase होगा। So what is the condition of strictly increasing function? If x1 is less than x2, which implies f of x1 is strictly less than f of x2. What is this x1 and x2? For all x1 and x2 belongs to I. I means open interval, which will be given. Okay? अभी ये डायग्राम देख सकते हो, ये ऐसा इंक्रीज हो रहा है, मतलब नीचे से ऊपर जा रहा है। You can see there is no breakdown, मतलब इक्वल नहीं है साइन, तो इक्वल साइन इसीलिए तो यहाँ पे यूज नहीं किया गया है, ठीक है। स्ट्रिक्टली इंक्रीजिंग में कभी भी इक्वल साइन यूज नहीं होता है, इसीलिए डायरेक्ट नीचे से ऊपर इंक्रीज हो रहा है ये। लेकिन इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन में ऐसा नीचे से ऊपर इंक्रीज होते होते बीच में इक्वल हो गया, फिर इंक्रीज हो गया, ठीक है। नाउ लुक एट डिक्रीजिंग फंक्शन। ए फंक्शन f is called decreasing in I. A function f is called decreasing in I if x1 is less than x2. मैं बोला था ना हर जगह में there are 4 cases: increasing, strictly increasing, decreasing, strictly decreasing. So in all 4 cases you have to start with x1 is less than x2. इसके बाद जो रिजल्ट आना है उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा कि whether the function is increasing or the function is decreasing. Okay, so if x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 must be greater than or equal to f of x2, where x1 and x2 belongs to I. Here I have not written x1 and x2 belongs to I, but you have to mention for all x1 and x2 belongs to I. Okay, you can check the difference here. x1 less than x2, then f of x1 less than or equal to f of x2. In case of strictly increasing, if x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 is strictly less than f of x2. In case of decreasing function, if x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 must be greater than or equal to f of x2. Greater than or equal sign जब हो जाएगा, then only we can say that the function is decreasing. Otherwise it is increasing. Okay? You can check the graph. Decrease हो रहा है मतलब ये ऊपर से नीचे आ रहा है, देखना है। ऊपर से नीचे जब आ रहा है, डायरेक्ट नीचे नहीं आया, ऐसा नीचे आते आते फिर इक्वल हुआ, फिर नीचे आया, इसका मतलब ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल साइन यूज हुआ ना, इक्वल साइन यूज हुआ, इसीलिए इट इज पैरेलल टू एक्स एक्सिस दिखाया गया है यहाँ पे। डायरेक्ट नीचे से ऊपर से नीचे नहीं आया, डायरेक्ट डिक्रीज नहीं हुआ, बीच में इक्वल हुआ, उसके बाद फिर से डिक्रीज हुआ, राइट। स्ट्रिक्टली डिक्रीजिंग फंक्शन क्या होगा? ए फंक्शन एफ, आई हैव नॉट रिटन द डेफिनेशन बिकॉज एवरी टाइम सेम ही डेफिनेशन यूज करना है, जस्ट आई हैव रिटन द कंडीशन, बट द डेफिनेशन इज a function f is said to be strictly decreasing in I if x1 is less than x2, implies f of x1 must be greater than f of x2. Okay, in this case you have to use strictly greater than sign. You have to use means you will get, if you will get f of x1 is less than, sorry, greater than f of x2, then only we can say that the function is strictly decreasing, otherwise it is strictly increasing. Okay, so if x1 is less than x2, which implies f of x1 must be greater than f of x2, then only we can say that the function is strictly decreasing function. In case of strictly decreasing function there will be no breakdown. You can check, यहाँ पे जब डिक्रीज हुआ, ऊपर से जब नीचे आया, देयर इज नो ब्रेकडाउन, डायरेक्ट नीचे आ गया. सिमिलरली इन केस ऑफ स्ट्रिक्टली इंक्रीजिंग ऑल्सो, जब नीचे से ऊपर गया देयर इज नो ब्रेकडाउन, डायरेक्ट. इसीलिए यहाँ पे भी इनइक्वालिटी साइन में इक्वल साइन यूज नहीं किया गया है. इन केस ऑफ स्ट्रिक्टली डिक्रीजिंग ऑल्सो यू कैन चेक देयर इज नो इक्वल साइन, whereas in case of increasing and decreasing function we are using less than or equal as well as greater than or equal sign. That's why there is one breakdown, some breakdown part is there. Okay, ये कंडीशन याद रखना है बस. ये चारों के लिए कंडीशन याद रखने से हो जाता है, और ग्राफ तो ऑटोमेटिक याद रहेगा ही. ठीक है, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द डेफिनेशंस ऑफ इंक्रीजिंग, स्ट्रिक्टली इंक्रीजिंग, decreasing and strictly decreasing functions. Okay, now I am going to give some examples because ये सब conditions कैसे use करना है. One or two examples I will give now. Okay, so let's discuss some examples. These examples based on increasing decreasing functions only. अभी जो मैं वो डायग्राम दिया था, ग्राफ, वो सब, तो अगर फंक्शन दिया रहेगा तो कैसे चेक करना है और कैसे प्रूफ करना है वेदर द फंक्शन इज इंक्रीजिंग और द फंक्शन इज डिक्रीजिंग. सो लेट्स डिस्कस द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. शो दैट द फंक्शन गिवन बाय f of x is equal to 7x minus 3. Show that the function f of x is equal to 7x minus 3 is strictly increasing function on R. R means real number. जो डेफिनेशन में बताया गया था, I is an open interval. I denotes an open interval. That open interval here, this real number only. Okay, this R means real number. So you have to show that the given function, that is f of x is equal to 7x minus 3 is strictly increasing on R. So before going to discuss these questions, first I will write the conditions for increasing function. For increasing function, what is the condition? If x1 is less than x2, which implies f of x1 is less than or equal to f of x2. Yes, for strictly increasing function, for strictly increasing function, what is the condition? If x1 is less than x2, which implies f of x1 is strictly less than f of x2. For decreasing function, for decreasing function, the condition is if x1 is less than x2, which implies f of x1 is greater than or equal to f of x2. For strictly decreasing function, for strictly decreasing function, the condition is if x1 is less than x2, which implies f of x1 is strictly greater than f of x2. These are the conditions. Okay, why I have written, so that we can easily discuss this problem. Okay, so since you have to show that this function is strictly increasing, so स्ट्रिक्टली इंक्रीजिंग के लिए कौन सा कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई करना है? सेकेंड कंडीशन. व्हाट इज द कंडीशन हियर? If x1 is less than x2, then you have to get f of x1. This one is sorry x1 only. Then you have to get f of x1 is less than f of x2. So let's see how to solve. ये x1 और x2 क्या है? x1 and x2 belongs to I. Yes or not? And what is this I? According to our definition, I is an open interval. But according to this question, you have to show that the function is strictly increasing on real numbers. So don't write I here. You have to write, instead of I, you have to write capital letter R. That is real number. So to solve such type of questions, see how to write. Let x1, x2 belongs to R. Direct यहाँ से शुरू नहीं करना है क्योंकि x1 और x2 तो क्वेश्चन में नहीं दिया गया है. तो x1 और x2 क्या है? पहले एज्यूम करना पड़ेगा. Okay, so let x1 and x2 belongs to R. Now, by the definition of strictly decreasing, if x1 is less than x2, which implies, ठीक से देखना है कैसे सॉल्व करना है. क्या पाना चाहिए? If x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 must be less than f of x2. Yes. So what is the actual function here? F of x is equal to 7x minus 3, right? तो x का कोफिशिएंट क्या दिया गया है यहाँ पे? 7. So that's why you have to multiply 7 on both sides. And 7 is a positive number because before 7 here nothing is given, so no sign means positive sign only. So multiply both sides by 7. That is 7x1 is less than 7x2. Okay. Now this function contains not only 7x, इसमें तो 7x minus 3 भी है, इसीलिए minus 3 both side में ऐड करना है. That means 7x1 minus 3 is less than 7x2 minus 3. Why I am writing like this? Because you have to get f of x1 and f of x2, right? If f of x is 7x minus 3, then what is f of x1? This will be 7x1 minus 3. What is f of x2? 7x2 minus 3. So that's why you have to get the given function, and for this only you are multiplying 7 on both sides and then you have to subtract minus 3. Okay. So 7x1 minus 3 is nothing but the value of f of x1, which is less than 7x2 minus 3 is the value of f of x2. Now since x1 is less than x2, which implies f of x1 is less than f of x2, therefore we can say that the given function f of x is equal to 7x minus 3 is strictly increasing function. यही definition satisfy किया कि नहीं किया? किया. So that means we can say that the given function is strictly increasing function. Okay? ये क्वेश्चन को अभी थोड़ा सा अगर मैं चेंज कर दूं, चेंज मतलब दिस इज द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ दिस क्वेश्चन, इट इज स्ट्रिक्टली इंक्रीजिंग, हेंस प्रूव्ड, हो गया. ठीक है. तो अभी मैं ये क्वेश्चन को थोड़ा सा मॉडिफाई करना चाहता हूं. मतलब नाउ द क्वेश्चन इज शो दैट द गिवन फंक्शन f of x is equal to minus 7x plus 3 is strictly decreasing. Okay, is strictly डिक्रीजिंग ऑन आर. तो इसको अभी कैसे सॉल्व करना है? सेम प्रोसीड्यूर. फॉर स्ट्रिक्टली डिक्रीजिंग विच कंडीशन यू हैव टू यूज? द लास्ट वन. यस और नॉट? व्हाट इज द कंडीशन? इफ x1 इज लेस देन x2, देन f of x1 मस्ट बी ग्रेटर देन f of x2. ठीक है. तो इसको कैसे सॉल्व करना है? द सेम वे यू हैव टू राइट लेट x1 and x2 belongs to real number. Don't write capital letter I because यहाँ पे जो कंडीशन दिया गया है वही लिखना है. Okay? Now, since x1 is less than x2, yes, you have to start from this one only. Since x1 is less than x2, then now here what is the condition? That means what is the function? Actual function is minus 7x plus 3, right? So, coefficient of x here minus 7. Since the coefficient of x is minus 7, that means you have to multiply minus 7 on both sides. So if you multiply minus 7 on both sides, this is inequality sign. Yes. सो जब इनइक्वलिटी साइन केस में माइनस बोथ साइड में मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ता है तब इनइक्वलिटी साइन रिवर्स हो जाता है. दैट मीन्स लेस देन विल बी ग्रेटर देन और ग्रेटर देन साइड विल बी लेस देन. तो ये तो लेस देन है. Since we are multiplying minus 7 on both sides, so this sign will be greater than now, greater than minus 7x2. Okay? So the actual function is not only minus 7x, इसके साथ plus 3 भी है. So add 3 on both sides. That means minus 7x1 plus 3 is greater than minus 7x2 plus 3. So minus 7x1 plus 3 is the value of f of x1. Yes or not? Because if f of x is minus 7x plus 3, then f of x1 will be minus 7x1 plus 3. Minus 7x2 plus 3 is the value of f of x2, yes or not? Because if f of x is minus 7x plus 3, then f of x2 is minus 7x2 plus 3. तो अभी देख सकते हैं यहाँ पे if x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 must be greater than f of x2. कौन सा condition satisfy किया? The last one. So therefore we can say that the given function f of x is equal to minus 7x plus 3 is strictly decreasing. Okay? So in this way you have to write. Okay? Let's see the next question. The next question is, if a is a real number, small letter a is a real number, such that 0 less than a less than 1, yes, that means a lies between 0 and 1. A is a real number, but a lies between 0 and 1. Then show that the function f of x is equal to a power x. Show that the function f of x is equal to a power x is strictly decreasing on R. Here also R means that is real number only. Okay. So let x1 and x2 belongs to real number. Now since x1 is less than x2, यहाँ पे क्या proof करना है? You have to show that the function is strictly decreasing. Again for strictly decreasing, the last condition you have to satisfy. So if x1 is less than x2, therefore a to the power x1 must be greater than a to the power x2. Why? Because 0 less than a less than 1 and x1 is always less than x2. Yes or not? x1 less than x2 है और इसको छोड़ के भी और एक कंडीशन दिया गया है क्वेश्चन में, that is a lies between 0 and 1. You can take any value lies between 0 and 1 and you can check automatic this inequality sign will change. Okay? If x1 is less than x2, you have to start from x1 less than x2. Then a to the power x1 must be greater than a to the power x2. Why? The reason is a lies between 0 and 1 and also x1 is less than x2. इसीलिए ये greater than हो जाएगा. You can take any two values lies between 0 and 1 and you can check. This inequality sign will change. Okay. Now since a to the power x1 is greater than a to the power x2, therefore we can say that f of x1 is greater than f of x2. So since f of x1 is greater than f of x2, therefore we can say that the given function f of x is equal to a to the power x is strictly decreasing on R. Okay? So जो definitions में दिया था with the conditions along with the graph, वो conditions का ही examples में आज explain कर दिया. Okay? In the next class I will discuss first order derivative test, all these things. Okay? So thank you for today. So the next topic of increasing and decreasing function is first derivative test for increasing and decreasing function. That means if a function is given to us and you have to check whether the function is an increasing function or strictly increasing function or decreasing function or strictly decreasing function, then we can use the first derivative test also for checking the function is increasing or decreasing or not. Okay, so to check whether the function is increasing or decreasing, or to find whether the function is increasing or decreasing, we can use first order derivative test also. You know, first derivative test means if f of x is given, okay, if f of x is given to us, then the derivative of f of x with respect to x will be f dash of x, yes or not? वही f dash of x का मीनिंग यहाँ पे बताया गया है, ठीक है? फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट मीन्स f dash of x फॉर इंक्रीजिंग एंड डिक्रीजिंग फंक्शन, ओके? इसके पहले जो टॉपिक बताया गया था, सब टॉपिक, उसमें क्या था? इंक्रीजिंग डिक्रीजिंग फंक्शन का ग्राफ बताया गया था एज वेल एज द कंडीशन। दैट मीन्स जब एक फंक्शन दिया रहता है, वो फंक्शन इंक्रीजिंग है, कैसे प्रूफ करना है, डिक्रीजिंग है, कैसे प्रूफ करना है, उसके लिए कंडीशंस बताया गया था, ठीक है? तो यहां पे भी सेम ही है, एक फंक्शन दिया रहेगा। आई हैव रिटन वन एग्जांपल, आई विल एक्सप्लेन दिस एग्जांपल। तो यहां पे भी एक फंक्शन दिया गया है एंड यू हैव टू शो दैट this function is an increasing function, but not that condition. You can't use that condition. For this you have to use first derivative test. Let's see. So to use first derivative test, the conditions are: let f means the given function, let f be continuous on closed interval a comma b and differentiable on open bracket a comma b, okay? जो फंक्शन दिया रहेगा, that function must be a continuous function in close bracket a comma b and it is differentiable in open bracket a comma b. ये कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई करना है। अगर सेटिस्फाई किया तो then only we can go for first derivative test. कंफ्यूजन नहीं रखना है, क्योंकि लास्ट सब टॉपिक में जो बताया गया था उसमें भी एक फंक्शन दिया रहता था। यू हैव टू शो दैट द फंक्शन इज इंक्रीजिंग और डिक्रीजिंग। फॉर दिस वी आर नॉट यूजिंग दैट फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट, ठीक है? लेकिन यहाँ पे फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट कहाँ पे यूज करना पड़ेगा, कब यूज करना है? द कंडीशन इज इफ द गिवन फंक्शन इज कंटिन्यूअस on close bracket a comma b and it is differentiable on open bracket a comma b, then f is increasing. You can check the steps. F is increasing in close bracket a comma b if f dash of x is greater than 0, okay? F is increasing in close bracket a comma b, this will be greater than or equal if f dash of x is greater than or equal to 0 and x belongs to a b open bracket a comma b, okay? तो एक फंक्शन इंक्रीजिंग फंक्शन कब होगा? if f dash of x must be greater than or equal to 0 for each x belongs to open interval a comma b. f of x is decreasing, f of x is decreasing in close bracket a comma b if f dash of x is less than or equal to 0, ठीक है? if f dash of x is less than or equal to 0 for each x belongs to open bracket a comma b. Of course I have not written another two condition. Another two condition is f of x is strictly increasing, f of x is strictly increasing in open bracket a close bracket a comma b if f dash of x is strictly greater than 0. अगर strictly increasing है तो उसका कंडीशन होगा f dash of x is strictly greater than 0 and for strictly decreasing f dash of x must be strictly less than 0, okay? Those two conditions I have not written क्योंकि इसके साथ ही मैं एक साथ बोल सकता हूँ, इसीलिए मैं नहीं लिखा, ठीक है? And the third one is f is said to be a constant function. F is said to be a constant function in close bracket a comma b if f dash of x is equal to 0. अगर f dash of x का वैल्यू exactly equal to 0 आया तो then we can say that the given function is a constant function, okay? For all or for each x belongs to open interval a comma b. And also actually I have written here, and also f is said to be strictly increasing in open bracket a comma b if f dash of x is greater than 0 and f is said to be strictly decreasing in open bracket a comma b if f dash of x is strictly less than 0. I have written already. Actually I forgot to say here. Okay, यहाँ पे इंक्रीजिंग के लिए कंडीशन क्या है? अगर f dash of x का वैल्यू greater than or equal to 0 हुआ तो then we can say that the given function is an increasing function. I will give an example. F is said to be a decreasing function in closed interval a comma b if f dash of x is less than or equal to 0. F is said to be strictly increasing in open bracket a comma b if f dash of x is strictly greater than 0. F is said to be strictly decreasing in open bracket a comma b if f dash of x is strictly less than 0. And f is said to be a constant function in close bracket a comma b if f dash of x is exactly equal to 0. So these are the conditions for first derivative test. तो first derivative test कब यूज करना है? क्वेश्चन में ऐसा मेंशन नहीं किया रहेगा कि यूजिंग फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट शो दैट द फंक्शन इज इंक्रीजिंग और डिक्रीजिंग. सो क्वेश्चन देख के खुद फंक्शन को देख के पता लगाना पड़ेगा कि वेदर यू हैव टू यूज फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट और you have to use the conditions which I have given earlier. Okay, that means if x1 is less than x2, then f of x1 greater than or equal to f of x2, those conditions. So function must be continuous on close bracket a comma b and it is differentiable on open bracket a comma b. ये condition अगर satisfy किया तो then you can go for first derivative test. Okay, so let us see one example. Show that f of x is equal to x cube minus 6x square plus 12x minus 18 is an increasing function. Increasing बोला गया, so increasing है तो f dash of x must be greater than or equal to 0 होना चाहिए. So it is an increasing function on real number. On r means on real number. तो ये फंक्शन जो दिया गया है इसमें फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट यूज करना है या जो मैं इसके पहले कंडीशन दिया था वो यूज करना है? फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट एक्चुअली बहुत इजी है, ठीक है, लेकिन यहाँ पे एप्लीकेबल होगा या नहीं होगा. इजी है तो सब में अप्लाई कर दिया ऐसा नहीं है. यू शुड नो वेदर यू कैन यूज द फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट फॉर दिस फंक्शन और नॉट. सो टू यूज फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट द गिवन फंक्शन मस्ट बी कंटिन्यूअस in close bracket a comma b and differentiable on open bracket a comma b. Since this function is a polynomial function, this is a polynomial function. जब मैं continuity topic discuss किया था तब बताया था polynomial function is continuous function. Trigonometric functions are also continuous functions. ठीक है? So since it is a polynomial function and we all know polynomial functions are continuous function, और जो function continuous है that function must be differentiable also. Okay, so that means we can say that this function is applicable for first derivative test. So to prove the function is increasing we can use first derivative test because the given function is a continuous function because it is a polynomial function, so that's why it is continuous. Okay, as well as it is differentiable on open bracket a comma b. Okay, so let us check the solution. First find out f dash of x because first derivative test means f dash of x only. F dash of x means 3x square minus 12x plus 12. Okay, from here if I take 3 common, this will be x square minus 4x plus 4. That is 3 into we can say x minus 2 whole square. Yes or not? So x minus 2 whole square, this is the value of f dash of x. Since यहाँ पे जो पावर है that is square, so square है तो we can easily say that f dash of x is always greater than or equal to 0. Yes or not? Because power तो 2 है, इसके लिए तो हमेशा पॉजिटिव होगा ही. Apart from that, since the function is an increasing function on r, so you can put here 2 also ना. x के जगह में अगर 2 put करूंगा तो 2 minus 2 this will be 0, so that means 0 को include कर सकता हूँ. That's why we can use this sign greater than or equal to. So if f dash of x is greater than or equal to 0, if f dash of x is greater than or equal to 0, so therefore we can say that na the function is increasing function. So therefore Therefore, here the given function is an increasing function. अगर जीरो सेटिस्फाई नहीं करता तो मतलब सिर्फ अगर ग्रेटर देन जीरो होता तो एफ डैश ऑफ एक्स का कंडीशन, देन द फंक्शन विल बी स्ट्रिक्टली इंक्रीजिंग. इसका भी एग्जांपल दे दूंगा मैं, ठीक है. सो दिस इज वन एग्जांपल ऑफ फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट. ज्यादा कुछ नहीं है, सिर्फ एक बार डिफरेंशिएट करना है. डिफरेंशिएट करने के बाद चेक करना है कि whether f dash of x is greater than 0 or less than 0 or greater than equal to 0 or less than equal to 0. जो कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई करेगा, according to that you can write whether it is increasing or decreasing or strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. Okay, some more example I will give, so you can go through the notes as well as this example. Some more examples I will discuss now. So let's look at the next question. Show that the function f of x is equal to sin x is Roman 1 strictly increasing in open interval 0 comma pi by 2 and Roman 2 strictly decreasing in open interval pi by 2 comma pi. So before going to solve this question, just I want to say that what kind of function here is given. F of x is equal to sin x. This is a trigonometric function. Now, and we all know all trigonometric functions are continuous function. Now, since all trigonometric functions are continuous, so that means we can go for here first derivative test. So let's use first derivative test. So here f of x is equal to sin x. Therefore, f dash of x is equal to cos x. Yes. Now Roman 1, you have to show that it is strictly increasing in open bracket 0 comma pi by 2. We all know the value of cos 0 is 1, cos 90 is 0. All are positive values. In between 0 and 90, if I take cos 30 degree, this is also positive value, right? Cos 45 positive value, cos 60 positive value. So therefore, we can say that f dash of x is equal to cos x, which is always greater than 0 for x belongs to open bracket 0 comma pi by 2. I have not given greater than or equal sign because here open bracket is given. So open bracket means we cannot include 0 and 90 degree. You can take the values lies between 0 and 90. So since we cannot take 0 and 90 degrees, so it is always strictly greater than 0. And since it is always strictly greater than 0, therefore we can say that the given function is strictly increasing in open interval 0 comma pi by 2. Okay. So similarly, Roman 2 क्या दिया गया है? You have to show that it is strictly decreasing in open interval pi by 2 comma pi. So since we cannot include pi by 2 and pi because here also open bracket is given, but if you take pi, what's the value of cos 180 degree? Pi means 180 degree, right? Of course we cannot include pi, but if you take pi, the value of cos 180 degree is minus 1. Now since the value of cos 180 degree is minus 1, that means यहां से पता चलता है कि 90 से 180 तक जब जाता है तब ये डिक्रीज होता रहेगा. Yes or not? Because cos 0 is 1, cos 90 is 0. 90 के बाद जो वैल्यूज आता है वो सब नेगेटिव में चला जाता है. Yes. So अगर नेगेटिव में जाएगा तो we can say that the given function here f dash of x is equal to cos x, which is always less than 0 for x belongs to pi by 2 comma pi. Therefore we can say that f of x is strictly decreasing function in open interval pi by 2 comma pi. Here also we cannot include pi by 2 and pi. So pi by 2 अगर include नहीं कर पाएंगे तो जीरो तो नहीं होगा, इसीलिए strictly less than sign ही यूज किया गया है यहाँ पे. Okay, so this is all about the solution of the first question. You have to identify whether the given function is continuous as well as differentiable or not. If the given function is continuous as well as differentiable, then only we can go for first derivative test, right? Let's check the next question. The next question is, prove that the function f of x is equal to 3 by x plus 7, 3 by x plus 7 is strictly decreasing function, is strictly decreasing function for x belongs to R. Okay, since the function is strictly decreasing function for x belongs to R, therefore you can check for first derivative test. So f dash of x is equal to, what will be the derivative of 3 by x? So 3 is a constant term, so x to the power minus 1 का डेरिवेटिव क्या होगा? minus 1 into x to the power minus 2, that is minus of 3 by x square. Yes, this is the value of f dash of x. चलो ठीक है, because we all know differentiation of any constant is 0. Now since you have to show that the function is strictly decreasing, okay, so and one more condition is given that x cannot be equal to 0. So अगर x का वैल्यू 0, of course x का वैल्यू 0 नहीं हो सकता because undefined हो जाएगा. So since x is not equal to 0, therefore we can say that x square must be strictly greater than 0. We cannot say it is greater than or equal to 0. एक्स स्क्वायर का वैल्यू हमेशा ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 0 हो सकता है, बिकॉज स्क्वायर होने से कोई भी नेगेटिव वैल्यू पुट करने से भी वो पॉजिटिव में कन्वर्ट हो जाता है. ठीक है, बट व्हाई आई हैव नॉट गिवन हियर इक्वल साइन? because here already it is given that x cannot be equal to 0. Now since x cannot be equal to 0, therefore we can say that x square must be greater than 0. Now since x square must be greater than 0, therefore 3 by x square is also greater than 0. जो फंक्शन मिला आफ्टर डिफरेंशिएशन वो फंक्शन को लाना पड़ेगा, इसीलिए 3 by x square लिखा. आई हैव नॉट रिटन एनी अदर वैल्यू बिकॉज यहाँ पे 3 है इसीलिए 3 by x square लिखा. But you can say, you can ask that here minus sign is given. Why I have not given minus sign? I will go step by step. Okay. So 3 by x square is also greater than 0. But since f dash of x is minus 3 by x square, so take minus. That means multiply minus on both sides. If we multiply minus on both sides, this will be minus of 3 by x square. This sign will be less than. Okay. So minus of 3 by x square is the value of f dash of x, which is strictly less than 0. Therefore, we can say that the given function is a strictly decreasing function. Yes or not? Hence proved. ठीक है, ऑटोमेटिक ये लेस देन ग्रेटर देन साइन लेस देन हो जाएगा जब मल्टीप्लाई करना है माइनस साइन बोथ साइड में. ठीक है, दिस इज वन प्रॉपर्टी, वन कंडीशन ऑफ इनइक्वालिटी. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द सॉल्यूशन ऑफ द सेकंड क्वेश्चन. फंक्शन को डिफरेंशिएट करने के बाद जो मिला उसको फिर से लाना पड़ेगा बिकॉज द कंडीशन ऑफ स्ट्रिक्टली डिक्रीजिंग फंक्शन इज एफ डैश ऑफ एक्स मस्ट बी स्ट्रिक्टली लेस देन 0. सो इफ एफ डैश ऑफ एक्स, if you not get f dash of x, then how can you prove that the function is strictly decreasing or strictly increasing? Okay, so this is all about the examples of first derivative test. In the next class I will discuss another topic of increasing and decreasing function. That means how to find at which interval the function is increasing and at which interval the function is decreasing. मतलब इंटरवल कैसे फाइंड आउट करना है, कौन सा इंटरवल में एक फंक्शन इंक्रीज हो रहा है और कौन सा इंटरवल में एक फंक्शन डिक्रीज हो रहा है, वो सब मैं नेक्स्ट क्लास में बताऊंगा. ओके, सो थैंक यू फॉर टुडे.